probably in this side. Let me move a little bit over here. Okay. I'm just making sure everything's okay and working. That's all I'm doing. Probably should check the temperature too. That way I might have to pause during my live stream. Let me see No, everything looks okay. Okay. Just checking. Alright, welcome to my live gameplay, or say live play of Minecraft, the Xbox One edition. I'm continuing my construction from the old, you call it, and I'm putting my fake face cam on this, from the old game. Apparently, I gonna do a new project. This is just so I can put at least a couple of more videos on this Orlock 425 since I want to convert it on there to see what happens. And yes, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm probably live streaming right now on Twitch, but I'll soon be able to upload it on YouTube as well. So that way, because I haven't did Minecraft for a while and I wanted to get back as soon as possible onto this. That's the only reason why I'm going in it right now. Okay. Let me just do a quick check before I do anything else to make sure I'm hearable and everything's okay. Alright, let me check. Hold up. Okay, yeah, I can hear myself. And so I do that check always. So, Scary World of Darkness. This is a rare seed, and you'll never able to download it. Well, you could download, but it won't be like exactly like mine's. I've been years and years doing this for a long time. It sucks that they stopped updating this version of the game. It would have been cool. They can update for new stuff, but I guess they want those gamers on the new Minecraft one now, which sucks because you can't like what's the right words? You can't quit without saving, which I hate so much. I just hate it. So that's why. So we have all the old stuff basically, and let me see if I can move that map one. Delete that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. So this is the layout I got right here, and it looks cool. I'm probably gonna put some jams on. Let me lower the thing. So this layout that I have is basically going to be some sort of map. It's under construction. I'm probably getting a map from the depth game, and that has because there's a lot of underwater sea ones, and I think one of those location maps should be perfect for this. On above this one right here, which is the shutter. I'm also thinking to update this as well. Probably like change this to more of a clay type. Cause I have a bunch of clay here that might work. Or charcoal, what do you call them? And then you have the city in two. Oh, a block of coal. There you go, block of coal. I know it sucks that they don't have much. How you say this? Much new stuff in the original game because they took all that out. But they still have plenty at least to work with. So I'll be able to use what I got. They have this, which works too. The only one way I find out if it lights up on fire. It's gonna be a long journey, so strap up and put your seatbelts on. Let me see. Okay, just gonna make sure. I'll read anybody's comment on Twitch, and if you comment on YouTube, if it's recorded, you probably will be able to. There's a lot of things they did over the time, but it's sad that you can't get that much anymore. But we were still able to use like most of the items before they closed it down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since this is gonna be a very long one, I'm going to replace some of the outside stuff because it does really need outside stuff really needs like fixing. I gotta work what I have. I need fire. That's what I need first. Okay. I'm gonna use one of these to see if they work. I have to go away from other areas because I don't want them to burn. Alright, let me see if this light's on fire. Just checking to see if the fire causes it to burn badly. In other words, if it's fireproof. If it's fireproof, I'll use it. Okay, yeah, it's fireproof. Nothing happens. Okay. I'll use this then. Charcoal, or I call it. Yes, I'm not gonna allow people to play on this version of Minecraft. So, no need to concern if I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do... because I only want to do is the outside of this, that's all. Takes a while though. No, I'm trying to do it the old school style, which, you know, pretty much that's how usually I do my stuff. I won't be streaming too much with it, but at least I'll do enough that can do the boundaries right. Because all I want to do basically is just get all this, just change the entire outside of it at least. So in case if there is a fire, oops, I'll be able to... if in case there is a fire, at least the whole building structure won't disappear. Because this is made out of wood. I don't know why I put it. Because back then, the game wasn't updated with all the stuff I needed, so I had no choice. Let me see the faster way. Just doing that. Okay. So what I'm gonna be doing is just changing some of this on the outside as well. It's a long journey. Yeah, these Minecraft journeys in the past took a while. I mean, no joke. I had my maps built from scratch, and it took a very long while. The reason why, again, when you're building like you're a crafter, you have to take the time precision to realize, you know, okay, if I'm gonna build something, I gotta make sure I build it in a way that, you know, I have the time pressure, which since I have a channel, if you're a YouTuber or streamer, this makes it perfect because you could able to communicate with the rest of the foes. Now, I can make different thumbnails and stuff to make it absolutely changing. But apparently, what I'm doing is I'm just making differences in the overview of this. There's a lot of fixes I have to look through. If anything gets damaged, oh well, I'll refix it. Again, I'm in creative mode, so I'm able to patch things back up. I have a couple of new idea projects. I'm not going to show all of them, but I'll be, you know, coming by with updates while streaming on Twitch and uploading to YouTube, showing the progress of what I'm doing to make this world a much like darker place. And it's not going to be that scary, but it's going to be darker. Again, I'm not going to allow no more of the 1 edition to be playable with others, because it doesn't, what's the right word to say, it lacks upon too much filled, since the world is filled with stuff. It's like it can't hold that much. Have to be careful. Let me see if there's anything nearby. Just buttons. Okay, we don't want to get those. And there's torches, have to be careful. Oh my god, I messed up, didn't I? Ah, damn it. Okay, let me see, what was the title I had over here? Mental patients, A. This one's staff B, so this one's C. Okay, put C here. There we go, C. Okay. Probably gonna need some light too. Okay. Let me see the back. Oh, we took out that sign, didn't I? Okay. Let me see what it said in the before. Alright, I'm gonna get a glimpse of this. Hang on. So I have it on the computer so I could see the glimpse before anything else. And this is perfect because when you're doing something like this, you always come prepared. I'm gonna see where it lasts. There's a little like thing that I can look at. Okay. Put that in the bottom. There's nothing I could do right now, so I gotta get rid of a lot of stuff. The whole wall needs fixing. What I do want to do, let me go ahead and go in here, is go away to the bottom. So I know exactly where to go. XVV, okay. Let me see if there's any more bottom, because this thing goes a lot of ways. Okay, and good thing I have night vision. I could see what's going on. This helps you see like the layout of what's going on in the whole entire place. I know the top doesn't look menacing because, again, I ran out of space. So I had no choice to leave it like that. Okay, so this ends at VX. We'll put XV. Supposedly this is like a prison place. If you're familiar with prisons, they're like this. You don't get really that much of it. So a prison place, you're basically trapped inside. And like you're forced to be stuck there in the ceiling. Now, only thing I want to do is, you know, again, I want to fix the outside. That's the only reason why I'm actually doing this. The outside is a mess, and I really want it to stand out. Let me get a little bit of that. Okay, let me go ahead and put this one back. Okay, so hold on, there's one more thing I need to do. Damn it, I forgot. Okay, and the symbol I have is VVV. Oh, triple V's. Okay, so triple I's. I'm saying V. You just get I'm gonna always show glimpses of my progress so so the people are watching can always see what kind of stuff I do. I mean, this map is pretty old, to be honest. It is very, very old. So you're expecting this map to have like old stuff that are created. Now I gotta use what resources I have. I'm thankful that at least it has some updates that are from the present to now. It's still it's sad that I couldn't able to they couldn't have continued making them. Otherwise, it would have been more new stuff on this. Let me go ahead and put this on now. Okay, now I just need to put this. That's better. Let me see if I can replace with buttons. No, I don't need that. I'll pick it up once I enter inside. Again, I'm making a change to the entire outside perimeter. If only I had the blue lights. There's a light section that has blue. See, there's only red and yellow. There's no blue ones. It's only in the new version. You could put them in the new version, but they're not going to be in the original. That's what sucks. It does. It would have been look much better, but they don't have it. Nothing I could do about that. Okay. So moving on to the abandoned roof. I'm just gonna make sure that most of these are, I already tested with fire. It's fireproof, so if something happens, let's say there's something exploding, doesn't burn the whole entire place down, because this is made out of wood. Get the rest of it up. The process takes like hours upon building, and then I'm gonna try different attempts since, well, I can look at it right now. Okay, take a look at that. This is what I did in the past, basically, all the time. Very shocking, but yeah. I basically blocked and blocked every single until I got it all finished. So this is easy because all I have to do is recover this entire thing with... What's the right word to this? To cover this entire thing with just layers upon the original. I have to be careful. Make sure there's nothing in here. Okay, good, there's nothing. I'll be fine. Have to make the outside different. Yeah, if I don't get it a good look, it starts to have some problems. And then I'll save it. Again, I really do want to put the new stuff in this, but again, it will not do without save. MineCraft does need to fix it, and I'll be able to put some new stuff in there, make it much better, because I like all that new stuff that it offers. Again, they don't update the original. That's what I'm sad about. I'll continue making progress after progress with these. Okay. So far everything looks alright. No issues here. You can see I'm slowly decovering taking rid of all the woo. Cause that woo is really like, I just don't want it. In the comments or in the chat, you can probably tell me if there's a way to stop the saving thing. Please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Or we can write to Moji to finally put that option where you can finally, do without saving. I really appreciate if they do something like that, because it's really makes it really hard for me to do stuff, and you can't do the option of without saving. It's like it really brings, what's the right word to say this, a really hard and bad to me. Because I remember when I switched from the 360 to the One, I had a mode where I can just synchronize all the 360 stuff to the Xbox One. If you were to go back to my 360, there's hardly any progress of the carnival there. Like, it's hardly even there. It's like, that was like back in the past. So if you were to look in the past, yeah, it still looks like that. While on the Xbox One, I was able to continue the progress. Now to do the same for the new Minecraft version, there's only one problem. If there's no saving thing, that's where it's gonna mess me up a little bit. It's sad, it is. It's really sad that I can't do that. So I'm like trapped within whatever resources I can use. Now, once I get off streaming, I'll probably, research how people do it or how it works, because I think there's methods and ways. Otherwise, we'll have to continue writing. This is very old. Comparison between two. I remember these old child days. I used to just build nothing but scary stuff to this world. Don't get me wrong, these worlds are really satisfying. The only thing I'm having trouble again is, I don't make it more perfect than it usually is, because there's always something that goes wrong. Okay, so that's first layer in. What I'm doing is just replacing it with these, so it makes a more stronger color and not making it look weak. Again, this is supposed to be a prison, not or a mental prison, not a, what to call it, entertainment site. So that's main reasons why I make it like this. I make it tiny so you lock away patience. In the roof, I just use stone, but I might be able to change that maybe. Let me see what else I could use. There's stuff I can use here too. There's clay. Thank goodness I have sea lanterns. Without those, it'll be a mess. There's regular clay. So you look here and do a lot. And then polished. Did I use polish? No, I didn't use polish. Use regular stone. I'm looking at this like, goodness. At least I have polished diorite. and the orange red sandstones, blue lapis, even pink ones. Then I have this one too. This one looks more standout. I'm gonna use that one instead. Okay. I'll just change some of these a little bit. Update them. Also, probably gonna look into that right there and maybe update it a little bit. I really want to fix this up first. Make it more like a 2.0 version than it used to be. Again, these prisons are flat. They're not with anything in the top, so they're completely flat. Have to be careful here. I wanted to put music, but again, YouTube and their copyright problems are not allowing that to happen. Otherwise, I'll put a bunch of music there. So it's like, it's really like strong there. Okay. I have to be extremely careful again with my volume. Make sure it's not going too loud. That's the whole purpose of doing this, is just getting things working. Okay, I'm checking this. Making the outside layer more of a different look. Look at that, much better. Yeah, it's been polished a little bit more as a actual different fireproof prison. And continue with the sides as well. So what I'm gonna do is give like little progress updates of where I'm at and what I'm doing basically on these, so you can see how this looks and how it goes. I still wouldn't advise to burning stuff in here because everything's made of wool apparently, and you can burn the entire place to the point where it's like everything's destroyed. But I'm slowly gonna refix the outside. At least the outside won't destroy the entire building. So anything explodes outside or, you know, lights up on fire, nothing will happen to it. I've been doing a series on Minecraft with my relatives, so if you want to watch that, it's on Jimmy Wilson's channel. Sure, it's really fun to enjoy that, but I'm just showing again a glimpse. I have everything on standby when it comes to scary, and now to come back at it and continue, this brings back memories of all the times I'm still doing Let's Plays to be correct. The only reason why, again, if you're probably wondering why I'm not doing Let's Plays, my little game thing broke. Like, it doesn't work functionally anymore. So what I have to do is, since I already have one that actually you see right now I'm doing that works well, I'm waiting until I replace my desktop that can work well with not just capturing the image but also with getting more of like minutes, because my computer will not do more than 20, I think 22, maybe around there, 22 minutes, which I need a little bit more longer if I'm doing story things, because these stories get really intense and I don't want to miss any of it. Because my camera, the one I do for my laptop, goes the limit of 38, which gives me enough time to do the game and then put it on pause just so I can cool my laptop down in order for it to continue extra time with it, so I can give it a rest for a bit, which is good. But again, I do need a better computer for that, for the gaming side, because I need the game to be at least unlimited. That's the whole point. With these live streams, I'm able to do what you're seeing right now without the face cam, just using the fake one to give you amount of time of that. I'm shocked how where I started to do this, it took me like more than 30 minutes. Okay, looking much better now. And I'm slowly transforming this into an actual prison. I just want to make the outside look a little bit more stand out, so that way it doesn't look more like, well, it's one of those how you say this, weird buildings that are made out of foam, or like an actual building. This takes a while. I will be making a final update with not myself, but probably through a different. I'll find which game will work for the community, so I can able to talk about that, or some way. I'll look for something that will work communicating. We do, all of us at once need to chat to see what happened and why, because it's concerns about one game which, it got a lot of dislikes, and I had to talk about it because of the fact that something went wrong. So hopefully I can explain what's the situation on that, and about my channel as well. So again, stay tuned for that. It's like a lot of work just building these blocks. I better just do one row at a time. For the max I'll go for doing something like this, for live streaming, give like single updates. I think I broke something. Yeah, I think I broke something here. Alright, we'll leave it with the sign right there for right now. I don't know what I broke. Is to get all this texture outside to be changed. That's the only reason. Messing with some lights, so I'll look to see if there's missing lights. All this stuff I had to replace. My goodness. I think if all the community band together to force Moji to add what you call a save without saving option, then I think that will really help the cause for gamers like me who want to play on the new Minecraft and use the new resources to update their maps instead. It would be really helpful. It would. So that way our property stuff doesn't get damaged and we can able to use the new resources to continue this stuff. Make it absolutely much better. There's so many new stuff items they put in the new Minecraft, but yet I can't put them in my world because it doesn't have it. And I can't do without saving option because it doesn't have that option. That's what I'm irritated at the most. It gets me mad. It has to save all the time. It irritates a lot of people like me the most. Okay. Almost there with this. I'm looking much better now. I just hide the ends of this. I want to keep this the same just so it looks blended in with that texture. So I wanted to do blended in. Oh my goodness. All this stuff. All that. Have to be careful here. Let me close this. Okay, so the time it looks like taking. I took it. Obviously, I can see it almost 37 minutes. As I started to progress through this. The modes going through are really hectic. I have to like progress and progress on and on. Okay, here we go. Goodness. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay. So, the progress of each layer I'm doing is doing a better job. Probably communicate a little bit more. There was people on Twitch, but there isn't right now. I also had to answer a lot of questions. My goodness. I have one ear with music and one with not, so that way I can hear what's going on outside. So that's okay if there's any interruptions. I'll be able to hear that immediately off the bat. I'm shocked. Look at that. Now the only reason why I'm doing this, so that way if there's any fires on the outside, let's say lightning or whatever you call hits some kind of thing, the thing won't light up on fire because it's made out of wool. It's more dangerous. That's why it comes to lightning and stuff like that. And successful. I each of this category. Alright. Read brand design of it. Looks much better in detail now. Now black gray blends in with that. The outside completely fireproof. I'm gonna try to do the same with this. These blend. What I want to do is just change some of the outside stuff. So the outside looks a little bit different. Alright. I gotta polish this area, that's the reason why I'm doing this. I gotta polish it. Okay. And the same for this top area. Just polishing it. How it stands out. Goodness, just to do all this, the hours it takes a lot. I'm cutting it off after about around 2 hours pass, so 2 hours pass, so I cut it off so that I won't bore you guys with all this blocking and breaking, but at least you see the construction and the progress as I come back again and again of how it's doing. And make a great texture there. I gotta look inside to see what kind of damage it made. Okay, I can see the damage here. You see in this room. And it looks okay in this one. Oh, I had a light here. There we go. You can light up the place. The entire wall's been changed, that's why. So I can darken up this area. There you go. Should replace this with light. Let me see. There you go. Replace it with light. Everything looks okay. It's supposed to be dark, like they always have it dark to save their light energy, something like that, so they won't waste it. Only reason why I keep it on switch, I don't have that little thing, because the patients could escape, and that's why it makes it easier, harder for them, easier for the staff to collect them. So it looks like I'm done by creating all this. This one has no windows. It makes it really good. Only the one that have windows, because they don't trust them, they can escape. That's why. Looks like I need this side too. Go ahead and do that right now. I need one more side to go. My goodness. I gotta fill this up with black, darker black, because I can't have it exposed to fire. It's a bad idea. Okay, alright. Everything is looking fantastic with this. I think an easier way to do it is to do something like this. If you know what I'm talking about, just make it shorter layers, so that way when I'm going down the road it can be a little bit faster. I'm about in 46 minutes so far with this. Like, yikes. Like, yep, that's how long I've been going with this damn one place. This is what Minecraft building feels like in the classic version, because I know the new version there's another easier method to do it by calculating a position every time. But it doesn't work on the original, unfortunately. The only way I could do something like that, make my thing easier to build structures like that with the position, again, if they can add that option where you could do save without save method. But otherwise, like, it's risking my own, see this? It's risking my own maps to be compromised so that I can't fix it if something gets damaged. Like, you can't do it without saving to put it back where it was, build up like that. Thing's really narrow. Try to do it like this. If you're wondering what I'm using, and because you know it's been a lot of days that for hours and hours I'm on this, I use a special type of thing so for my eyes, so that way the eyes aren't burning out for all those hours I've been on. It's my essential lens that protects the eyesight, so that way it doesn't damage my eyes with all that light. Again, I'm using like close to a computer screen for this console, so it can really damage your eye over time. So I found a solution for that to protect that so it won't damage while I'm doing this type of process. Because these things take upon hours, they do. Okay. I heard, again, Cyberpunk, if you guys have been using the news, it still needs a lot of fixing. There's a lot of issues with it still. Like, I'm fascinated that they have a lot of cool ideas and stuff for adults in that world, but the problem is the bugs and the lags are preventing it from being a good game, because I heard players say the story is really fascinating. They like the story a lot. But again, if the bugs and glitches are not letting the game be like it's supposed to be, then yeah, they have a problem there because they released it way too soon. And it was like an 8-year project, and they released it way too soon. And this is what happens when you release it too soon. They should have waited, like, I think another year, like Halo Infinite did. They waited another year because they knew off the bat that it wasn't ready, their product either. It looked really bad, so I was like, need to fix it. It was Microsoft that wanted this thing to be so soon, but all the gamers were saying no to this, and they did the right method where it's like, yeah, we need more time to work on this. And now they're scared with Cyberpunk. They're like, yeah, we're gonna have to spend a little bit more time. I just expect to fight at least with the Halo Infinite with more enemies than just the same aspect. Alien, Flood, or Alien Promethean, which is kind of ridiculous. At least to combine them with all three of those, but add new enemies like robot enemies to other alien being enemies, maybe creatures that roam the place, to have those, so that we have different type of enemies to fight. That's what I'm expecting for the new Halo. If they do that, I'll be 100% satisfied, including the vehicles. They have different type of vehicles. I'll be very satisfied. Because I know the Banished are confirmed, so that's good news. The only thing it's unknown, again, is if they're going to be Flood, Prometheans in there. Because once you have all this three, yeah, it's going to be really good. Including the Fireflight and the customization for not just Spartan, but Alien as well. Because I'll be so pissed off and yelling at these guys, studios. Because I really want to customize my Alien armor as well, not just Spartan. Because I get tired of that. Not saying that I don't like the Spartan armor, I really do. It's just I want to switch between the two because I get fed up with the same thing aspect against other Spartans all the time. And while these games have like the alien customization, you can't do that, something like that. Overtime 343 has been giving up on the alien. I don't know why. So it gets me upset that they should not do that. Now, I can understand the story. You know, you gotta play that character because it's a part of it. You're part of that character's story. And after the recent Halo 5 thing, it's like a lot of gamers were mad. Gamers, a bunch of them. It's just with Cyberpunk, again, I like the aspect, but the game should have never been released since it's not unplayable. It has too many issues, and PlayStation removed it. The Sony guys removed it from their PlayStation store. They realized that this game's not ready, and got rid of it off their store. And that's what the developers' fault, because there's too many gamers who are offering refunds, and Sony doesn't do that. They don't like giving refunds, so they just took it off their store completely. That they don't want a broken game on their store, so they can have more gamers can ask for refunds. No, they don't do that. Xbox does, but not Sony. So they got rid of it. So right now it's only a limited time online for Xbox and what's another word? Xbox and PC. So you can play it online, the digital version on PC or Xbox. When the patches get fixed up again. It's still I don't see it as a win for Xbox and PC, but I see it as a little overtime advantage, like a little extra time, that if you have a working system for the next gen or PC, that you can play it on that system and play it early. Some might work, some might not. At least for those that work can experience it and know how good it is. They probably able to play it since it's laggy, so it gives you a better experience. But it's still not, again, it's not a win, because then the bugs are what's keeping players away from it. But at least a little slightly advantage to, what's the right word to say this, to offer Xbox or PC more people to buy it over there. I know PlayStation fanboys are crying, not too much, but they're a little bit crying because of the fact that now they have exclusive title for the PC and Xbox. PlayStation doesn't. Now, you don't get me wrong, you're still able to play it on PlayStation if you have the CD, but not through digitally, so you can't buy it just like that. Only on the PC and Xbox you can. So what I did right here is I repatched the whole entire area to make it look more darker. So that way it looks much better than before. Now what I want to do, and for some reason I can't go beyond this point, see, it blocks you. But what I want to do is I want to fix some of this area. So let me go ahead and put the night vision there. Okay. I'm adding to add Polish instead, since this one looks a little bit different. See, if we were to look at that, it looks much different. I had what's called bedrock, so it won't be destroyed. This was a while back. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna fix some of this issues and put a little bit better. Sorry, where to say this? Put better stairs, better stuff to make it outlook much differently. Now the only stairs they offer. Literally, I'm just changing this to make it look and stand out as a barrier to this solemn prison, rather than just make it look like it's from World War. Because it's supposed to be World War, but I want to make it more stand out. Okay, sorry about that. Let me sync this up. Okay, so let me go ahead and continue with this. I put beds in there. I would extend this to make it a little bit bigger, but again, I have so many other things I want to build around that area, so that's why I don't want it too big. I just want to again polish this place, since this solemn area is like outdated and needs to have like new material stuff at least from the present, so it doesn't look that outdated. Let's see, how am I doing this? That's what I'm doing as of right now. And then as I end it, when it's to 2, I'll continue working on it without all this talking through the entire video. But the good news is that you're able to see some of the progress that I'm doing. I'll come back every time, once in a while, showing you what's new to the place, so that way there's something always to see when you're looking at these. I'm shocked for ages, like it took a while to build this. Had to be careful I don't break anything. Okay, let me do this. Make it easier for me. Found this method easier so that way you can go across faster. It's like a faster way to build. Just hold it down like that. Just go across. Okay. I'll have enough to at least, because I'm trying to surpass my cutscene on the door lock, so I'll have enough with doing something like this and uploading it to actually surpass it, and hopefully I can get the update once I get the news from the YouTube team with the fate of my channel. So we're just barely in the beginning of the marks of this right now. If you guys haven't been watching anime, please watch them. Like, I'm talking about the ones in my Instagram, not the ones that you see from those commercials. No. The ones from my Instagram show you nothing but the best stories ever. Well, not the best, but the really good ones that I recommend watching, because those will make you laugh. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are interesting, and there's like a couple of pure action that leads to the comedy, basically, of having them all these like powerful beings together in one universe, which is cool, like similar to the Avengers. So I still recommend watching them because they're really good. They're really good stories. I would not watch them if they didn't have them all together, because I was not interested in fantasy anime. I was only interested in the comedy stuff that are realistic. But once I realized, hey, all these superhero beings are together in one universe from all these like fighting franchise. I was like, okay, cool. It's similar like the Avengers, and I better take a look at these, and they're really good stories. Again, it's still the only thing that sucks is some of these stories have terrible villains, similar to Marvel with their villains, which they're wannabe villains coming up saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this and do that." It's just awful villains. They don't have no no meaning of what their purpose was. Just try to take over, and it's just it just breaks the. Because the heroes are always going to be powerful no matter what, but the villains, come on, you got to do better than them. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of powerful villains, but you don't give them like a good appearance, and like, in other words, if you don't give them like proper, what's the right way to say this, proper way of saying this, if you don't give them like a good backstory of why they're doing what they're doing, similar like Spider-Man villains. If you guys seen Spider-Man, how their villains are always good, how their backstory is, then yeah, you kind of break the villain's character basically on their preferency. A lot of movies have been suffering from that. The only good one that I know for sure did good again are the Spider-Man villains from the Marvel, and Thanos, of course. If you know how powerful he is and his backstory, what he's trying to do, it's really crazy. That's what this anime Avengers are basically, suffering too with their terrible villains. I think the good ones are from ReZero. Another one I can think of, because I know there's one comedy one, but it has terrible villains. These ones are just awful. They're the wannabes. Yeah, it's the only one I could think of is good, because the other ones are just terrible. They're basically like wannabe villains. I think the another one might be good was Overlord, but they didn't last that much long with the villains. But it was an interesting story though. But yeah, if you haven't seen my Instagram stuff, you gotta see them. in order to know what I'm talking about. And it looks like I have another hour to go. Trust me, I'm do 2 hours non-stop to just building, and then once the 2 hour finishes, I'll have it recorded. I'll continue doing with off stream, and then come back to update the progress, just like that. Since I gotta have like at least over surpassing cutscenes, I'll probably do it shorter than doing that process until I get word what's gonna happen next. Okay, looks like I got that done. I'm almost done polishing this thing. Make it stand out a little bit better. So what I like about creative is you could do something like that. How it started was much harder, and I was like, there's no way we can do this. But creative made it easier. Now you can never unlock achievements once you put it through creative. They disable it because it's cheating. But you're able to make all these crazy worlds and stuff that makes it an illusion and more sinister. And that's what I've been doing. Just checking. Okay, there we go. There's one more thing I have to do now. This top part. My goodness. And all this blocking mining. It can take like a while long. Oh shoot, Dave messed something up. I got it. Okay. Alright, look at that. Progress. The whole point of this, again, I want to make these updates to the creativity world, so that way when I upload another video again, it'll be on Jimmy Wilson only, showing you all the scary world updates I've been doing and the overall of it. So it looks like I polished a little bit better now, improved at least. Next I want to do is fix the outside of it. Oh, you're not like using oat stone, and then I wanted to like, blend it with this color for those. What I'm gonna do for this one, I probably might end up making it maybe bigger depending on the situation. But enough with that. Let me see my thing. I'm gonna get started. I already done polishing a little bit of that, so it stands out a little bit stronger. Alright, so now my next project, I'm gonna put something down here. I'm gonna go ahead and use the lights now. I need this. I'm looking at my screen. Alright, looks like there's a little bit of sea creatures there, but nothing much. So again, the only way you're gonna see this, let me see how it works. If we were to go over here, I remember putting something there. So you won't see it right here, and I know I gotta fix this. I'm like, I gotta make this bigger. You're gonna go right here, and this is where it will start. I'm gonna make my depth map within this area, so it works. It's close to that, but it'll at least be something. And then I plan to get rid of, well, yeah, probably get rid of this World War ship, a little bit of it, and then put something right here as an abandoned ship that's been wrecked to make it outstand real. Okay, go ahead and take off my charger. I don't need that anymore. Thank goodness. Alright. But it doesn't fall. Pandemic's been destroying things, but thank goodness if you have something to do, you know, keep yourself busy. Okay, so to do this thing, I'm gonna first need to replace this right here because this is bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put different type of boats. Okay. So to build a better shore area, cause this is kind of depressing. I'm gonna have to refix this entire thing. I'll make it my way. Just gonna be custom out of my head. All right. First thing I don't want to use wood because if it goes on fire, you know, it goes all your stuff and bye bye. There it happens. I need light. And the mirrors are updated a little bit, so I'll be able to use better mirrors than that. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. Okay, so I'm thinking to make a pier too. I'll probably make it out of something else. Take care of that. If you're wondering what my character looks like and why I put that little symbol right there, let me go ahead and switch. This is what I look like. You're like, what? What is this, Halo? Like, yep, it's Halo all over again. We use like one of those forge balls. This is what I've been using to build my maps, using this guy. He's not just in Halo now, he's also in Minecraft too. So believe it or not, he's in the new game as well, the new Minecraft version. You can use him to build stuff. So that's what I've been doing. He's been one of the best light bulbs ever. 343 or whatever we call it. What kind of spark he is. Call him the Minecraft light bulb simulator or light bulb. What's the right nickname I can give him? Probably give him call him mine spark. Call him mine spark. Probably can leave it in the chat what kind of name we could come up with, but I think for my version I'll call him mine spark 343, meaning he's basically a Minecraft ball, just able to build your stuff out of the blues. Okay, so let me go ahead and alright, so what I'm gonna put in instead, use that or these. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this too, watch. Kick these two, put them like this, both together, and then just light them on fire to give it a fireproof test. Only use wood if it's a part of like again a structure to a map, which I want the lighthouse to be fireproof, that's why. So I'm just doing this to see what happens. Hoping to catch that on fire. See if they're fireproof. If fireproof and they turn off, that means nothing will happen. Yep, this one's fireproof. What about that one? That's the reason why I updated the other one. Fireproof, okay. That's good to hear. Alright, so now I'm gonna need to look into this. Have this floor type. I don't want to use that. I want to use something new. Okay, we'll use something like that. We have a bunch of different texture colors, so there's a variety of stuff you can use. Since they slightly updated it with more stuff to it, I'm still sad that you know there's still a lot of stuff that they could have continued, but they didn't. Mushrooms. Do not use woo woo, can burn fast easily. I wouldn't recommend it. And you have these also as well. I could check the powder right now to see if that one's fireproof. Let me see. Powder. Let me test powder to see if it burns. Yeah, let it wait for a while to see what happens. I'm keeping track of time. So that way once I reach my limit, I'll end it. Yeah, it looks like powder looks like it's fireproof too as well. So I can use powder. Okay, so wood looks like this. What do they have on the other one? That brown and turquoise. Does it look like? Oh, that can work, but it's a little too dark. Let me see. You have that one too. They give you a different type of texture colors. I'm looking for a similar one. Oh yeah, they also have this one. Soul Sand and Mango Block. Light gray. Orange. Yeah, the only closest brown I can find that's lightest is that one. I'll just use it. Okay, so this was the floor. Can make it to a lighter color. You have white, light gray. You have that white. Light gray. What about the other one? What does that one look like? It's even darker. Yeah, that color. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that instead. Okay. I'll use these two colors to make it look like it's a wood, but it's not. And then this one for the floor. My goal is just to use these and put it like around. Let's go ahead and see if I can put it the floor, base the floor already. Get the layout. Yeah, I create something like this first. Yeah, the build. I'm just building a random shore, like port, so that way you can able to have your boats there. I gotta get the layout first. Goodness. Wondering, I'm putting it over for a reason, because you need to have the stem of the building. This port. That's what I'm doing that for. And then we're gonna cut off, like shave off some edges so it can stand out better. That's the whole purpose of this. Alright. Let me see how this is gonna look out. So probably start doing this. Not really standing out perfect. This is one lighter. Let me see. They just get darker. Alright, this one at least stands out a little bit better. I'll use it. A little door. And then what I'm gonna do is just have a little like thing like that. Something like that. And then put it up like that. You know what? It looks bad. I'm gonna do this way instead. This is a port. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Let me close that. I'm gonna do something like this then. Oh, I messed up a little bit. Okay. So these what I'm doing is making like little tiny rooms to grab your inventory. So it's basically like grabbing all your stuff. Make it a little bit bigger, it's too small. Okay. Put something like this. It's way too small. Goodness. Okay. There you go. Probably make this one more bigger. It's not standing a little bit. Like just make it a little bit wider. So it's like a box instead. Okay. You could do something like that. Probably should add one more box layer. Okay. All Alright, there you go. So I'll do inside here, just put some random lights. Let me see. This cabin, I think a lamp light would do. If we only had lamp lights, it sucks. We don't. On the new version you do, but in this one you don't. Gotta use something else. Let me see. And rods. Okay, that works. Can I put it on the other side? Okay, you could. Have it like that, so opening. It's like a lamp, a rod light, or something like that. Okay. That was useful. And you can see. Alright, so I built one so far. I gotta put something, some sort of cave in. Will look good with it. There's a slab, let me see. Got redstone too. Use redstone then. Tell me it looks good. Slightly. Or maybe just use a dark color. There's white too, but can use gray. Let me see if gray stands out. Yeah, I think gray stands out better. Okay. Making a new shore, that's why. Just put something override it. This is, again, these little rooms are just to grab your inventory stuff, like your chest pieces, such as night vision, stuff like that. Alright. And I could do this. Boom. Alright. Again, this is not a house, it's a shore thing, so I'm trying to make it more of a shore. Alright, now to do is gotta make this look more of a shore, so I get some sort of a fence. Let me see, what kind of fence do I have? Let me see. I think they have fences. Oh, these are it? Huh, strange. Only option 2. Damn. If I would tell MineCraft Mondry, I would tell him, please add that unsafe option, please. So you don't have to save it all the time. That will be helpful so I can get more inventory into my thing to create this better. I'll have to use with the wood. I hate that, man, to use wood. Just use... dark. You go with dark. It's better. Okay, that'll work. Or you know what? Let me see if I would have created a lamp. Make my block. Sea lantern. Darn, it's a shame. Redstone. Can you turn on redstone? Let me see. No, I don't think you can. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to use something different. I'm looking into this. Do something like that, and then just put the light down here. That's the best I got. Have one light there. Okay. I'm gonna calculate it right now. Try to make the shore. Okay, so we know this is the best I got. So the shore will be, no, not here. Right here, this is the shore we'll continue. These would just be for the boats, I guess. So how do I do this? Okay, so we got the boats. Alright, then. I think I have a way to do it. I just gotta do this. Put them under. There we go. And then you take those off. Put these ones in. Take those off. Okay. This I'm gonna put like something underneath there so you know that's a shore. Okay, take that off. I'm replacing it with these stones. What I'm saying, these blocks, I mean these stones. I'm thinking too much of the Avenger movie. Okay. I should put some stairs there too as well. Let me get dark wood stairs. This I can go with. There we go. Looks much better. Just need a few fixes. So you start your journey off with the boats. Should make this a little bit wider though. That's what I'm thinking of doing right now. Go ahead and do that. I'll make it at least a couple. See if I can do this. There you go. That's better. Alright, that's better. I need one more layer. Okay, that'll work. Let me see the final take. That's better. Oh, that's way too long. Okay, that's better. Trying to make the shore a little bit stronger so that way when they come in, let me close that off. They can have their boat ready right here to swim along. The updated pier. I still need this side. Let me see how the other one looked. Okay, yeah, I don't need to close that one for sure. But I do need to do this. Okay. So it knows it goes down. I don't go too far, but at least to make the illusion. And then do this. Alright, I'm doing it wrong. Let me see. Oh, I have to skip a couple of... two, in fact. I have to skip two. So I did a little bit wrong. So, calculate it right. Take those ones off. Take those ones off. Take those ones off. Skipping by 2. Alright, that's much better. It's to symbolize the shore dock. So kind of messed up a little bit. I'm gonna fix that. All right. That's better. Has little thing water underneath. This doesn't require a ladder because it's already dock here, so this won't have a ladder like the other one. The other one does have a ladder. This one doesn't because it's right here. You just park your thing right here. And that's it. So like as soon as you're dry boating, you just come right here. And you come off like that. This dock is just to look at a far view where it's at. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do now. Out of 3. Make a similar one like that. Yeah, better make one more. It sucks. I wanted to put the update one too. I gotta make some space, that's why. And you see how space is this one? Like 2 spaces, 3. Yeah, 2 spaces, so. It's all about measuring, so you have 2 spaces there. 1, 2, this is where it's gonna start the build. Go ahead and take this one out then. Slowly shrink. I kept it in daytime so the sun will never leave. Make it easier for me. And the weather too, the weather is completely stopped. So no weather can go up, crash upon it. I'm just updating the porch to be a little bit more stronger. Okay. So that way when you're entering this porch, you can see there's already tools and stuff you can grab, and you can go down here to just lift yourself away instead of that tiny small rack, you call it, that I had, which was completely like, how you say this, sad. It was really sad. I was like, no, we gotta make this a little bit better. If I can match it. Okay, I'm matching it right now. Okay, good. Yeah, I gotta cover this with the stone. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this. Slowly disappearing this tree. Give me enough space. And I'm gonna put a fence so that way there's no monsters to disturb you while you're getting items. And then put some sort of door too as well. make it like a box. See if I have it like a box. Yeah, I do. It's not that small, but at least it'll do enough to put at least a chest in here. A good chest. Okay. What did I put for the roof? Oh, I just covered it with the same thing. Alright, that'll work. It's like a standard port, just so you can dock your boat once you're finished. Grab the material you need. Got this side. Oops, wrong angle. Just the back, like the back. I'm gonna leave it like that. It's not a house, it's a more of a port thing, so I gotta make it look like a port. Now I gotta build 2 more. Look at that. Alright, looks better. Let's put the light right here. Let me put it on this side too. I don't need a lighthouse because there's already a lighthouse over there. All I gotta do is maybe upgrade the lighthouse to be maybe a little bit wider, something like that. So I'm probably gonna have to look at everything and probably fix it up stronger, make it fatter maybe. Look at it really closely. Yeah, we're polishing some areas. Go ahead and do this. What I'm doing is just making like it collapse into a thing where it actually you can. Let me see if I do it right. Oh, I'm probably doing it wrong. Alright, that's better. Leave the trees around, make it more like a crazier environment. Oh my goodness, almost my 2 hour mark. I'm supposed to be doing my other project, but I'm polishing this because it looks bad. For the shore to get to that area, it looks really, really bad. So I'm making it a little bit stand out a little bit better. Okay. Right. One more layer to do. Oops. Out of my way a little bit. 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that works. You do a half. There you go. Half. Do this back thing. That's much better. Okay. Now I need those few rods. Okay. Those will light up the way. Damn, I keep forgetting this thing is losing its gripple sometimes. I think it's around. You know what? Yeah, we'll just make it surround. I don't need anything in there. I do have to fix this because it looks bad. Let's see. Maybe one more. Alright, that's much better. There's a way to enter now. Oops. Close that back up. Probably do this. One more layer. Let me see if this is seenable. No. It's a little too high. No, that's too low. Okay, yeah, I better just do the other way. Okay. Alright. There you go. port. Port docking. Port or port. What should I call this? Port central. No, that would be kind of awful. Probably call it port arrival. Nah, that sounds bad. Okay, call it just a Port Brine. It'll come with the name Port Brine. No, not stupid. Okay. Docking port. Yeah, that's the only thing I come out with. Docking port. Docking port. You know what, just call it just port then. A port station. Just call it port station. Okay, port station. So as you're walking, you can see the port station there. I gotta put some lights though. Port station. Sounds kind of bad. See what I could do. I don't need these anymore. There is a lamp that you can switch. Where I can find them though. Oh, there they are. Lamp redstones. Use switches. These will help probably. Oh yeah, I could probably use these instead for that right there. Maybe not, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, let me see. Yeah, looks like you need a switch, not redstone. Well, that works. Looks kind of weird though. Turn off, turn on. Oh, we have it right there. Yeah, that sound looks better. Turn on, turn on. And then just have these backlights right there. Here you go. Port station. As for the dock, I think I'll do this. Oh no. I think I better put it over here. Let me see, there's an end port. There you go. I think I need to have it white. Okay, I better do that. Too narrowed down. There we go. And to switch this on, you just do that, and it switches it on. Okay. Like little lights. Only so much you could do. Alright, now I need to do is add some doors. Just adding one of these. Let me see. Yeah, I better add just one of these. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Okay, that's better. Now to get a chest, that's all I need, and I can start storing stuff. Not the Ender one. The Ender one has everything all in one and does it in multiple. Yeah, I think I should fix this up. Let me see what kind of slab I can use. Probably a dark one. That won't work. Okay, that's not gonna work either. Nope. I wish it would work, but it doesn't. Unless I do this. See? Unless I do that. It's already past my time. So that way it'll work. Yeah, do something like that. So on one side. And on this side as well too. Gotta cut that off though. Alright. Just have it on one side so it gives you more space to access it. Careful I don't hit that rod. Okay. Much better. Alright. So now we got that. All I have to do is grab all of these type of boats. Start punching them in here like this. So So on the bottom we'll have nothing but boats. And you add 2 more boats. Doesn't matter which type. Okay. So you can see, and then in the top I add potions of, and I don't want to, well, let me see. Okay, night vision 25. Finish 2 minutes. Breathe underwater for 6. Instant damage. So you're definitely gonna need night vision and breathe underwater. It's always 6 minutes though. Poison, breathe underwater for 8 minutes. Well, that's a long time. Okay, so I'll put breathing underwater for 8 minutes, which I probably don't recommend. No, I don't want to cheat though. Okay, so I have to do this every 6 minutes, so that way it won't kill the game. Because if I put more than that, because I only use that 8-minute thing if it's like a rare entity, like if you're like going to rare places. Since this is not a rare, and this is going to like that one station thing, but 8 minutes sounds a little lasting. But the only thing it sucks is if you do 8 minutes, it will last longer under there. But once you get out, it's like the time will still be there where you're trapped with that. That's why I want it shorter. Fine, I'll put it in then. Okay, so that's already for the thing. So breathing underwater. Then you need night vision too. And you're also gonna need what's another one? Generation, attack damage, jump boost, speed 2, speed, attack damage. No, those are useless. Speed 1 minute and 30. Poisoned, breathing underwater. Attack damage boost, speed 22 minutes. Strength, regeneration. I'm looking what's the lowest. Okay, so you have attack damage. You straight for 22 seconds. Useless then. You don't need fire resistance, you're gonna be underwater. There's no way you can burn stuff underwater. Generation. Still a lot of things I'm looking at. Weakness. Invisibility. I don't need invisibility. Speed. Since this is a large station, you can easily run out of whatever the heck you're running out of. I think we better do speed for 130 at least. So at least the speed can be as fast. Okay, we'll do that. And put some boats again. This is only for like underwater stuff, so you can't really judge or argue that this is like underwater stuff, basically. I would put this one if it was air, but it's not. Okay. Now I need night vision. So you could see when you're going under there. It's more scarier if you don't have night vision. Much scarier. Or you know what? Do they have a lesser night vision? Let me see. Instead of 8. They have night vision for 2. There we go, night vision for 6. I think I'll put 6 for night vision. Yeah, 6 I'm gonna go with. I really don't want the experience to be ruined. I have one for 2. You know what? I'll put one for 2 because I don't want this experience to be ruined. Now I'm looking at it. So it'll only be for like 2 minutes. Night vision for 3. But breathing underwater, I gotta have it 8 because that thing you can die from it easily. There's breathing underwater. 3. You gotta have it 8 because that thing can kill you since it's how you see this? It's very deep, and then you need strength. Small potion of strength. Or speed, actually. No, I need ocean of luck. Was it strength or the other one? It was speed. No, it was speed. There you go. So you have a little bit of speed. Just in case. Go back to this one. Alright, night vision. Take that out. Because I don't want too much night vision to ruin the experience. And they'll just use it on any other thing. I'm willing to put at least night vision for like a couple of like for 2 minutes only. Night vision, breathing underwater. Okay, I just need to do this. Get a couple more boats. And then... Alright, looking good. Yeah, it's been taking a while to get this thing done. I wasn't able to show, you know, a starting progress of the station I want to build, but at least I was able to appear some other stuff to know where it's gonna be located at. Over the years, this map is getting bigger and bigger, and it's getting more popular as I keep updating it. It's gonna get mostly a variety of cool stuff and features it's gonna come up with. Okay, night vision. It's to see. You need the night vision to see underwater, otherwise you're gonna be lost. Like, where is it at? Oops, no, not that one. I put the wrong one. I need the breathing underwater. We're here somewhere. There it is. You need to have it exactly at 8. If you don't have 8, you could die, because this thing's gonna be really narrow deep, and how long you take in there is gonna kill you. If you don't have 8, you'll die. Anything underwater, you need to have a little longer time. And that's too long. I just want to have speed a little bit, like only for a couple of seconds, just in case you need to get out fast somewhere. You use that. I do this so that way when you're playing the game, you don't cheat by using it anywhere else, just only for this area. Okay. Alright. Looking good. To like get all of these stuff. It's the only way. Oops. Alright, that works. Go back to potion. It's the first thing you need. It's night vision. Give it more scary, sinister look so it won't kill the experience. Oh my goodness. I'll breathe in under for 8 minutes. Speed, so you can see. I'll add some lights, but not a lot of lights under that place I'm putting. Okay, so let's get an arrow. What's coming up on the next part? You're gonna see a progress in this area right here. This is where I'm gonna build the thing. As you can see, I already started. You can see how dark this thing is. So with the help of the potions, you're able to do the trick of seeing under there. But not for long, so you gotta continue like putting them out. But at least I'll put some lights so it could be seeable, so it won't be so dark in there. So when you say, how do I do this? So at least you see something like that. It's all gonna be underwater. Alright, so this is the port. I appear some of that. I'll see you on another live play of this part from Zero Pow Jimmy Wilson. That's gonna be it. Stay tuned for any more stuff, and that'll be it. Bye bye.